What's up guys, it's Nacho and we're back with another video, and today a video that I have really regretted doing the whole season because I know I've got all of them wrong, but me reacting to my Premier League predictions from the season, let's just say I'm not looking forward to it whatsoever because I know I've got at least half of them wrong or probably all of them wrong. But anyway, let's see who I predicted to finish 20th this season in the Premier League. I'm going Huddersfield Town. Now Huddersfield Town are the new Premier League boys in the Premier League, one of the two new teams in the Premier League this season. And with Huddersfield bringing in a lot of money, but a lot of players this summer, I think they spent over £40 million. A very, very good manager. They will be shocked. They will have some shock wins this season against some teams and good results against some teams, but I think they're going to finish 20th. Huddersfield, I tip Huddersfield to finish 20th in the Premier League. But I was right, I did say Huddersfield will give a lot of teams do a lot of shocks this season in the Premier League. They beat Manchester United, they drew against Chelsea, and a couple others that I forgot. But they've had a very good season, they've stayed up. You told me instead of seeing Huddersfield from 16th with that squad. It just goes to show what an amazing manager David Wagner actually is, and just goes to show his know-how of management style, because he's been assistant manager under Jurgen Klopp and many other great coaches. Just goes to show what an amazing manager he is. Hey, Huddersfield, I got that one wrong. They finished 16th, not 20th. Who's next? 19th spot will go to Watford, and the reason why I took Watford, and I took Watford to get relegated last season, but I mean this season is going to be even harder this season because they brought in Marco Silva, really good manager, and I'm really surprised he actually went to Watford because Watford keeps sacking the manager. They sacked Flores, they sacked Marzari. Now they're giving the job to Silva. Silva for me showing at Porto. They brought in players that are not good enough for me. They still have Troy Deeney, but how long will he be there? Because he's not happy being at Watford. But I think Watford will finish 19th. Oh, Watford. Really? Watford? Why would I pick Watford? Watford always sacked their manager. They were the manager have a bad end is a terrible run. They sacked them anyway and they burned them. But then Watford sort of influenced the relegation all season. They finished 14th in the league. So that wasn't a bad prediction because Watford are usually expecting to be there. But yeah, 19th to finish 14th. So that's not really good. So that's two predictions I got wrong out of two. Oh, I'm not envying who I pick 18th. It's between two teams, but I picked Burnley, but there's a but coming. It will be Swansea. If they still Sigurdsson, it will be Swansea. If Sigurdsson stays at Swansea, it'll be Burnley. So well, I'm just making this video if Sigurdsson does stay at Swansea. It'll be Burnley who are finished 18th. Burnley who have brought it, sold the two best players. One of them is Michael Keane, which all knew was going to leave. And the other one is George Boyd. Now that one I was really surprised. Boyd, he did well at Burnley. They did bring in Jordan Walters. I think he's going to score goals for Burnley. I don't think he's going to score goals enough to keep him in the league. But I think 18th. Oh God, Burnley. I took Burnley for 18th. What was I thinking? They finished 7th. They're in the Europa League. I did say that Andre Gray, he'd be a massive miss. I also said Jordan Walters would score goals. He didn't score a goal for fucking Burnley. That was the worst prediction I've ever done in my life. The fact that I tipped Burnley to finish 18th and Jordan Walters, who didn't play, I don't think he even played a game. I don't think he's still alive. What was I thinking? Just what was I thinking? 17th spot will go to Brighton, the new promoted team like Huddersfield, but I think Brighton have a way better team than Huddersfield Town, and Brighton have got a way experienced manager and knows of the Premier League in Chris Hughton. Brighton will win games at home, and like Burnley last season, their home games are going to keep them in the league. And yeah, I think Brighton will just do enough to stay in the Premier League. I was right with Brighton. They did stay in the Premier League. Like I said Chris Hughton is a very good manager. I also said that their home form is going to be absolutely humongous for them to stay in the Premier League, and it was one of their best. I think they're in the top 10 for terms of home. Away from home, they struggled. Their home form has definitely kept them in the Premier League. I got it wrong in terms of where they will finish this season. I said they were going to finish 17th, finished 15th in the Premier League. So, but it wasn't that far off. It was only a handful of points between them and finishing 17th. So I wouldn't say that's a bad prediction in my opinion. But I did tell them to stay up. I also said Chris Hughton is a very good manager. 16th spot will go to Swansea City, and like I said, Swansea, if they keep Sigurdsson, will definitely finish 16th. But on Tammy Abraham on a loan deal from Chelsea, who was scoring goals, unbelievable goals for Bristol City. He was too good for me for Bristol City. And now he's at a Premier League club in Swansea. He's going to be interesting what he does there. And they still got Llorente, but for how long? Because Chelsea look at him. And yeah, I think Swansea, with the Sigurdsson staying, just do enough. Swansea finished 16th, but I was right, and I was right with this. They did sell Sigurdsson, they did sell Llorente, and they were relegated because they didn't bring the players for that. So I was right in that, but I wasn't right in actually being a bold prediction and tipping them to finish 18th. Because if I tipped them to finish 18th, I would have got that right. But I didn't, so that didn't go well. Terrible. I've got none of my predictions so far. I've got none of them right. I'm so bad at this. 15th spot will go to my club, Newcastle. Now, Newcastle United have had an interesting summer, to say the least. Rafa Benitez said he had money to spend. Rafa Benitez said he's going to squeeze every penny out of the club. And then we're hearing he's got half the budget he has to spend players. But I just think they have enough just to stay up. Newcastle, I think 15th is where I think we are. 15th, I took Newcastle to finish. They finished 10th. They definitely exceeded my expectations where they will be as a club, where they finished this season. Fucking unbelievable. For Rafa got Newcastle 10th with Dwight Gale and bloody Hosselu as your two outright strikers. Mitrovic, who I just said will score goals for Newcastle on loan at Fulham. So 15th, I tipped Newcastle to finish because of their squad. And they should finish 15th, but the fact that Rafa got 10th with a championship team and championship squad, I actually should bowing down to this man, because how he's got 10th is mind-boggling, really. Anyway, moving on to 14th. 14th spot will go to Stoke City. I think Stoke will have a really struggling season this year. They've sold Arnautovic. I feel like they brought in Stephen Fletcher, good midfield. They got rid of Wheeling. I'm surprised they got rid of Glenn Whelan. You know, he's a really good, he's an okay defensive midfielder, but he does a job. John Walters, I was shocked. He going to Burnley, and then you need goals for Stoke, and I just look at their team. That's not a good team. They need goals. They don't have a striker. They don't have any pace for me. They also got Shaqiri, but how long will he be there? So I think they'll finish 14th. I don't think they get relegated, but I do think they will struggle this season. Stoke City, I tipped to finish 14th, but I was right on this. I also said they would struggle to score goals this season, and they did. Peter Crouch, I think, was our top goal scorer this season. Plus, Berahino hasn't scored a goal in 2 bloody years, so fuck me, he hasn't scored a goal since, I don't know, since I've started making these football videos. That's fucking crazy. But I did tip Stoke City to finish 14th. I should have actually been a bit bolder and said they should have finished 19th, because that's where they finished this season. They have been an absolutely disgrace this season, Stoke City, and for me, deserve to go down. And hopefully Shaqiri, so you're going to an Premier League club near you. 13th spot will go to Southampton. They sold their best players every season. I think they've got a new manager, Marcelo Pellegrino. Just do enough to stay up. They'll finish 13th. I'm really surprised Carlos Queiroz got sacked there. Going to Cup final and also finish top 8. Why would you sack a manager that got you to a Cup final as top 8? How did you? I just don't get that. I think they'll finish third. I'm not going to talk about my prediction for Southampton. I'm just going to leave it like that. I got that wrong. They finished 17th. Nothing to say. They sacked their manager, brought in Mark Hughes, and they stayed up. Can we just leave it at that? Position will go to West Brom. West Brom, who are a Tony Pulis team. You know what you get from Tony Pulis. Set pieces. You know their game plan, defensive, organisation. They, for me, are not a relegation team. And if Tony Pulis is not there, they are. But Tony Pulis always keeps teams in the Premier League just to watch football. I haven't watched West Brom today. Nah, their football's terrible. 12th position, West Brom. Let's see. West Brom. I tipped West Brom to stay up and finish 12th. Finish rock bottom in the Premier League. Only if they kept Darren. If only they didn't sack Tony fucking Pulis. Or they put in a better manager than Alan Pardew, who got fucking 19 games and won 1 fucking game, and gave it to Darren Moore in his last 5 matches. He won, I think, 3 and drawn 2 and lost 1. So that goes to show, if they kept Tony Pulis or sacked put in a better manager than Tony Pulis, they would have stayed up. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm doing really badly in this predictions. I am being atrocious. 11th position, we'll go to Crystal Palace. New manager, their helm, after some of this says with football now, I'm going to take a back seat and retire. Frank de Boer, but they got a good squad, they finished 11th. Crystal Palace, yay! I got them right. I got one prediction right. They finished 11th, and they did finish 11th. We take away the whole thing I said about Frank de Boer. He's going to do really well there. He went there, played he had 4 games, no goals, no points. They were already going to go down. Roy Hodgson revalidated that team, and they stayed up. I got one prediction right out of the last many others I got wrong. They finished 11th. I got that one right. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for that. Top 10. 10th spot, we'll go to Leicester City. I think Leicester City have got some fantastic signings brought to him. Natural, what a sign he could be for Leicester City. Hopefully they can keep Riyad Mahrez. If they do keep Riyad Mahrez, they could even higher than 10th. They could easily finish 7th, 8th. I think they finished 10th because I don't think Mahrez will be there. I think a top 10 finish for Leicester City. It's a very good season. They finished 9th, so I wasn't that far off. Like, there was only a handful of points of them finishing 10th, so I wouldn't say that's a bad prediction. But I always say that Iheanacho, I thought was going to be one of the signs of the season, turned to be one of the flops of the season. He has had a horrific season, even though you probably say he had a good end of the season. He scored a couple of goals. So we'll see what he can do next year at Leicester, if he's going to be at Leicester. But I will say Riyad Mahrez will not be at Leicester next season. I will literally be the shockest guy in the world if Riyad Mahrez is at Leicester next season. 9th position, we'll go to West Ham. West Ham have been probably one of the best clubs in terms of bringing players in. They brought in Anadovic, like I said. They also brought in Hernandez. What a signing that is. They've probably one of the best signings West Ham has signed for a very long time. They've also brought in Joe Hart. Big season for Joe Hart. If he doesn't work for him in West Ham, he could finally go maybe down a league. But I think he will do well at West Ham. I also think they also brought in Zabaleta. I think that's some really good experience in that defence. They probably need a bit more youth in that defence, but they really got a good team right now. If they keep Januzaj, so many others, they will have a good season this year, West Ham. And keep Andy Carroll fit. West Ham, I dipped in to finish 9th and they finished 13th. I will say this right now, West Ham have been the biggest disappointment this season. My goodness me. You brought in the likes of Chicharito, Hernandez, you don't even fucking start him. Andy Carroll is always injured, so where you go is going to come from. And Anadovic has been the signing of the season for me in terms of what he's done at West Ham. What player he has been to them this season. If he was not West Ham, I bet you right now they wouldn't even stay up. What a signing he was. I also said Zabaleta, we had a good season. He's been terrible. Also, I want to give a shout out to Declan Rice, the young Irish prospect coming through. He had a very good, interesting season for his debut season, but I thought he done really well. West Ham finished 13th. I tipped them for his 9th. Another prediction I've got wrong. 8th position, we'll go to Bournemouth. Now, this is a team I'm rating big time. Bournemouth last season, everybody thought, they're going to stay, they're going to stay up. They finished 9th last season. They, for me, will finish 8th this season. I tipped them last season to finish 10th. They did better than what my prediction was. This season they will finish 8th. They brought in Defoe. What a signing he is going to be. One of the best free agent, free transfers in Premier League. Pop the Manchester United signing of Zlatan. They've also brought Aki back. He was unbelievable for Bournemouth in the first half of the season of last season. For whatever reason, Chelsea wanted him back. I don't know why. He wasn't getting the Chelsea team. But and they also brought in Begovic, and they brought in some other good players, and they kept legs of Joshua King, Harry Arter, and many others. They're going to have a really good season this season, Bournemouth, and they could be an outside chance for Europe this year. Bournemouth, why did I go for Bournemouth for fucking 8th? Why did I tip Bournemouth to finish 8th? They finished 12th. Like, that was one of the worst predictions I've done, but they will have an okay season. Joshua King, I thought was going to be the goal scorer for them. He only scored 8 goals this season. Last season he scored 16. That was just a bad one, terrible one. But I still rate Eddie Howe as a manager. I think he's a very good manager. I just think Bournemouth have a championship defence with a Premier League attack. 7th spot, we'll go to Everton. Everton did finish 7th last season. I think they finished 7th this season. Or could they aim higher? We don't know. I think they're going to have a really good season, Everton. And if one of the big boys in the top 6 has struggles, they could nick 6th spot. I think they're finished 7th. They have brought in some unbelievable signings. Dali Klaassen, Pickford, Michael Keane. They've also brought in a really good striker in Ramirez. And got one of their own back in Wayne Rooney. And they're probably not finished there. They could get Sigurdsson. They could really have an unbelievable season this season, Everton. I think 7th. Why did I tip Everton to finish 7th? They finished 8th this season. They've been an absolute disappointment this season. They've absolutely massively missed Lukaku. Barkley was gone, so there's 2 of your big players gone. Also, Wayne Rooney has had an alright season. Pickford's probably been their signing of the season. The rest have all been absolutely bang average. And is Daily Class even at Everton anymore? Or is he actually now becoming an Everton spokesman? I don't even know where the fuck he is. 6th position we'll go to Arsenal. Arsenal, who I did tip last season, finished 5th. This year they'll finish 6th. And for me, they won't keep Sanchez, which is 20 goals gone in that team. Ozil looks like he wants to leave. And all their focus is on Alexander Lacazette, the new man. And I think that's not good enough. You know, I think this is Arsenal, for goodness sake. They should be challenging for the Premier League title. And every season they're getting slowly and surely down the league table. We all know last season the Wenger Alpagate went viral. If Arsenal have a bad start to the season, it could become toxic at that club. But I hope it doesn't. I hope Arsenal have a great season. And for me, it's just my prediction. I think they'll finish 6th. Oi! Another prediction, Ray! I got Arsenal finish 6th. Get in! Get the fuck in! Alexis Sanchez won't stay at Arsenal. I was right. He did leave Manchester United in January transfer window, even though Arsenal players just want him out the door. Also, Arsene Wenger's last ever season at Arsenal this year, so I wish him a very, very nice whatever he's doing, maybe retirement or international level. So I wish him the best luck. But Arsenal, I tipped them finish 6th. I got that one right. So so far I've got 2 predictions right out of a possible many. 5th position with Liverpool. Liverpool, who have brought in some okay signings. Mo Salah is now at Liverpool. I think he will be an okay signing. But the player I'm really looking out for watch is Dominic Solanke. He looks a player. And everybody's saying he is the English version of a Diego Costa. Well, if he's anything close to Diego Costa, Liverpool probably one of the best signings of the summer. Because they're in Champions League and they haven't really brought in a lot of players. And it looks like Coutinho, it looks like he's going to go to Barcelona. Struggle. I wouldn't say struggle in terms of Champions League. I think they're going to have a really good season in the Champions League. But I feel like they can't balance 2. You can't do balance the Premier League and the Champions League for them, for me. I think they'll finish 5th. But I'm going to think they're really going to do well in the Champions League this season. I tipped Liverpool to finish 5th. They finished 4th, so that was not a great prediction as well. But they only finished, 5 points ahead of 5th. So does that really count? But I also said Dominic Solanke would have a good season. He had a very average season. He scored 1 Premier League goal his last game against Brighton. Also, Mohamed Salah would be an alright signing. Mohamed Salah has been one of the greatest signings probably we've ever seen. He's the Egyptian king, obviously. Also, I also said that Liverpool will have an amazing season in the Champions League. And how right, I was right. They are now in the Champions League final and probably could beat Real Madrid in the final. So I am going to give myself a real applaud for that, because I got that one spot on. 4th team will be Manchester United. Man United, who have actually been very good in the summer. They put on Lukaku, Matic and Lindelof, and they're probably not just finished there because looking at some more signings too. I've been to finish 4th. But for me, in terms of the Premier League title, Mourinho always delivers in the second season to get Manchester, to get any team a Premier League title. But I feel like this season still needs more to be done. For me, for instance, they need a goal scorer midfielder, Mata, Mkhitaryan and Pogba. Yes, they're all cracking midfield players, but are they going to score you 15 to 12 goals a season in midfield? No, they're not. I think they're going to finish 4th. Manchester United, I tipped to finish 4th. They finished 2nd. Also, Lukaku had a very good season this year. He scored more goals than any Manchester United player scored in his first season as a striker. I also said they needed a goal scorer midfield player, and I was absolutely right. They didn't score a lot of goals from midfield. Like Mata hardly scored any. Pogba, I think, only scored 9, which is nowhere near good enough. Matic doesn't score goals, so unless he scores absolute screamers, like he did against Crystal Palace. But I was not right on that one. They've been bad, absolutely disgraceful this season. They should finish 4th with the football they play, but they finished 2nd because of the consistency they have. So another prediction I got completely wrong. 3rd position will go to Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham, who were amazing, and for me, if they were still White Hart Lane, they'd be my pick for the Premier League title this season. I'm surprised they actually didn't go out and buy another midfielder. I'm really so shocked as hell that they didn't bring in a replacement for Kyle Walker, who's now at Manchester City. So I'm always saying give kids a chance, see how good they are. And Pochettino obviously is going to do that top in the season. But for me, 3rd position, I think is an okay position. I think that's where they are right now. Tottenham to finish third, and guess where they finished? That's right, third. So as another prediction I got right. So how many is that now? 3. Yeah, I'm on a roll. We're starting to get it going now. We're starting to build some predictions going. So Tottenham finished third. Were they the third best team in the league? Yes. How they fight for the title race? No. If they are going to lose Pochettino, could be maybe. Second position, we'll go to last season's champions, Chelsea, which means Man City win the league. We're starting off with Chelsea, who I think will finish second this season. Chelsea, surprised by this couple of signings they've sold out. Matic, I was absolutely shocked. He's gone to Man United. Why would you get rid of Matic? Him and Kante had an amazing partnership last year. Also, Costa looks like he has got no future at Chelsea. Antonio Conte said, mate, you're not part of my team, by a text, must have WhatsApp saying, you're not part of my team, find our club mates. Bought him Morata, but will he score the goals Diego Costa scored last season for Chelsea? That one I'm really looking forward to seeing, because I feel like Morata is a really good striker, but we have to see if he is Costa's level. We're going to find out this season. For me, Chelsea, this whole team is going to rely so much on Hazard and Kante this season. And also playing in the Champions League. No Europe football last season, they're going to European football this season. Will be another dilemma. They will just finish second above Tottenham. Chelsea will finish second this season, and they finished 5th. This was the terrible, horrific prediction I did. Also, I tipped Morata, as Diego Costa did. I was right there. He's had a very poor season this season. 11 goals this season over 30 games. It's not even close. Diego Costa, I think, scored 21 goals or 20 goals last season to win the league. He hasn't even scored. He's only scored 11. Nowhere near good enough. Also, Eden Hazard for me has had a very poor season. And N'Golo Kante's had a very poor season. The only player I think has had a great season for Chelsea is Willian. Apart from that, they've been a shit hole this season. They've been absolutely disgraceful this season as Premier League champions. Do not even. I know the last time the Premier League champions and they're absolutely terrible. Fuck's sake, 5th. You go from 1st to 5th. Ah, come on. And the title winners for this season, 17-18, I predict Man City. And probably everybody has predicted Manchester City to win the Premier League title this season. I just think that Pep Guardiola has made no freaking problem this season. He's literally put his fucking foot down saying, mate, I want this title. He's obviously said, I want 200 million spent. I want to bring in new fullbacks, new goalkeeper, and he's done that. He's brought in Kyle Walker from Tottenham, Danilo from Real Madrid, Edmilson from Benfica, new goalkeeper, and also plenty of other signings as well. Bernardo Silva as well. I don't even need attacking players, Manchester City, because they're not big attacking players as it is. They've got Sané, Sterling, Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, Kevin De Bruyne, Yaya Toure, Fernandinho. You know, there's 6 and there's more of that. If they don't win the Premier League title this season, Manchester City, with that squad, the players they brought in this summer, Pep Guardiola has to get the sack. Now, I know this is a big statement for me, but for me it's the truth. You can't tell me Manchester City won't win the Premier League. If they win the Premier League title, he has to go. Because they've spent over a bunch of shit of money. It's unbelievable. For me, and it's a big statement for me saying that, but I'm telling you right now, I'll be shocked if Pep Guardiola, if they don't win this title this season, is the Manchester City manager next season. So there's a statement of intent. Yay, I got another one right. Man City to win the Premier League. I got that one right. It was a bold statement for me to say that Pep Guardiola, if he doesn't win the Premier League this season, he might get the sack. It was a bold statement for me because it's the right statement. Because if you spend that amount of money on any player, on any squad, then you should be under pressure. And he was under massive pressure this season to deliver the Premier League title. Also, in the Champions League, they've been very good as well, apart from getting knocked out by Liverpool in the quarterfinals. But they have destroyed the Premier League this season. 100 points, most goals, goal difference, away wins, every single freaking stat that you can think of in your head right now, they absolutely destroyed. And for me, they're worthy champions. Yes, people say, oh, well, there's no title race this year. It doesn't matter, they smashed it anyway. But I got that one right. They finished first. I tipped them to finish first. So yeah, I think out of the 20 I picked to my predictions, I've got 4 right. So that's nowhere even near good enough for me. I know. I'm not very good at predictions. I got 4 out of 20 right. What did you guys predict in your team of the season sort of prediction? Put in the comments down below. Do you think anything I predicted this season was absolutely horrific? So guys, then this Premier League reaction of the 17-18 season. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Please like, subscribe, and outro. We'll see you later.